Well, the time is just gone 10 minutes to 10, and as we head towards closure of the Friday edition of News and Views, and at Salaamedia, as many of our staff members get ready to go on a well deserved and a well earned break, it's just fair to wrap up this year looking at Salaamedia, looking at our activities throughout the year as well. And in all humility, we must say that. We are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the opportunity at Salam Media once again for ending a year that has been quite busy. It's been a very, very full year. There have been many highlights for us at Salam Media, both from a programming perspective, the content that we provide on a day to day basis to our listeners and our viewers on the various platforms, and also the various presenters, the on air presenters, what they bring to the listeners and the viewers at home, but also in terms of some of the campaigns that we have been running throughout the year. We've had the Abir Zayad campaign, the Al Aqsa Tour campaign, the Sudan Dialogue, the Sudan SOS Tour, Masiha Saluji, Syria, Francesca Albanese, UN Special Rapporteur on Palestine, where Salam Media had worked very, very closely with the Mandela Foundation, the annual Mandela event that had taken place, Alhamdulillah, in all humility, the recognition that was given to Salam Media with that tour, the Bilal Khalid tour, the documentaries, the screening, the photo gallery. One of the highlights, obviously, was the first ever Soweto to the Gaza Walk and the mural. So there has been just so much that has been happening, and it is thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we were able to achieve what we had, but also thanking our leadership, our director Shamshir Khan, for leading the organization. Also, our COO Ponty Moletsane, who's been right at the top as well, and also all the other people that have been involved. Whether we're talking of the on-air presenters, the backroom staff, the engineers, the producers, all of them, those that deal with our online content. So each and every one that has been involved has made this quite a memorable year. And this is the reason why we are reflecting on 2025 and not forgetting once again, Alhamdulillah, thankful to Allah for the PMR award, where once again, Salam Media had achieved the Diamond Award with the PMR award for media and radio. And joining us just to unpack some of these highlights is one of our presenters, Appa Mariam, and also the COO of Salam Media, Ponty Moletsane. Appa Mariam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome and Jummah Mubarak to you.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and spiritually uplifting and elevating Juma to yourself and to all our Salam Media colleagues and all our Salam Media supporters.
Yes, and we've also got our COO, Brother Ponty Moletsane. Chef Ponty, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Barakatuh, Brother Inayet, and to you, Hapa Mariam, and the listeners. Thanks for having me.
Yes, Appa Mariam, as I mentioned, it's been a very, very eventful year. It's been a long year. It's been a tiring year as well. Fatigue, we are human at the end of the day. Fatigue does creep in, but we've got a number of pictures that are already flashing on the screen. Just for us to go back and to look back at 2025 and why this has been such a wonderful, it's been an eventful year for us here at Salam Media.
Indeed, it has been in terms of providing a platform, a humanitarian platform to amplify voices of the marginalized, to get the global role players on our platforms to inform us, to educate us, and to let us know what is happening currently in the world globally, especially in we say where the atrocities have been inflicted. This is in Palestine, in Syria, in Sudan. So Alhamdulillah, it has been a busy year, but no doubt it was a year where our Salam Media community were informed, were inspired, were educated regarding what is happening both locally and globally by way of our campaigns where we went into communities. So it was no longer just, you watching from far field and you don't have a connection, you got to know people personally. You got to know the shared difficulties and experiences. We got to connect, and that's what we did. We connected communities. We brought together hearts, reached out in connected hearts as well. And I think that was the success of the campaign. In all the campaigns, is you got to know people. It was just not faceless beings that were being portrayed on screens, but you got to interact. You got to know stories of people. You got to know lives, and touching lives, and in doing so, voices were amplified. And I always say, our pressure is peace somewhere else, because by us putting pressure and creating that pressure and making the right noises and saying the right things, it then, inshallah, is an instrument for change, for peace.
Well, certainly, Appa Mariam, and also I think just to bring Ponty into the discussion as well, Ponty, and as Appa Mariam mentioned, that yes, this is about Salaamedia as a facilitator as well, but also what it requires is it requires a network of people right across the entire country to join us in the type of work that we are doing, in the campaigns that we have been running. And Alhamdulillah, many have come forward from right across the entire board, and I alluded to this yesterday, where Alhamdulillah, recognition is being given to Salam Media, from the political landscape, from the political leadership in the country across many political parties, but also looking at civil society, how they've seen Salam Media, also looking at other media houses as well that we have engaged with as well, where many of them have now started even taking content from Salam Media, because they have not basically run some of these campaigns. So they become to an extent, they've come to Salam Media even to for their own purposes and for their own contents, Ponty.
Yes, Brother Knight, Alhamdulillah, this has really been a good year for Salam Media. It has really reaffirmed our role as humanitarian media platform. Just as Abba Mariam has alluded, starting off with our Syria campaign. After the transition that we have experienced, that we saw there in Syria, bringing in Sister Masia Saluji to come and explain, to our South African audience, how it has been like, living under Bashar al-Assad's yoke for the past 10 years that she has been. Moving to Bilal Khaled's tour here in South Africa, the Sudan campaign that we had, the dialogue that we had at the Mandela Foundation, and how it and the positive spin-offs that we saw from that campaign. Appa Mariam led a successful project where she went to different towns, conscientizing people about the atrocities that are taking place in Sudan. And we've seen our listeners, our followers, coming in their numbers, and not just in the numbers, but also supporting and putting the money where their mouths are, and really ensuring that they contribute financially, monetarily to this campaign. And I'm also thinking about the Francesca Albanese's tour here in South Africa, where we also shared, we were also in the same room with the people at Mandela Foundation and many other activists. We were given a very meaningful role to play, and for that we are grateful. So alhamdulillah, these are the things. These are the type of things that keeps us going. The recognition and the PMR awards. I think it came at the right time. So these are really the things that keep us going, especially for our small but committed staff. Everyone, and from the deepest, I would like to thank each and every one of the staff members. From Amina there doing the cleaning, to the technical producers, Abdul Salam, Puti there, the producers, Nasreen, Puti as well, the presenters, yourself, Uncle Knight, Julie, Ali, Mariam, also playing the role of management as well in the background. Molana Yunis Kawanga in the evening, Maurice Alakan, who's in Washington D.C. I mean, to Selailo as well, Shamshir, who's really, keeping us going, making sure that there are resources. We do know that we do know how hard it is to really, how hard it is for one to run a media company. It's very difficult. It's, financially, stressful and it's inexpensive as well. But yes, really make sure that our work becomes easy. With providing all these financial resources for us, and to that I'm grateful for, and to our listeners at large, for following us, for being loyal to us, and being there for us.
Well, certainly, and also our advertisers as well. We're thankful to them as well, because it is obviously thanks to their generosity as well, and their confidence that they place in Salam Media as well. So we need to be thankful to them as well. And inshallah, all of this obviously puts us in good stead. But also, Appa Mariam, I think, we are reflecting on the year 2025, where a lot has actually happened, but also it marks 9 years of Salam Media, and inshallah, looking forward to another milestone next year, which will be 10 years of Salam Media. And I think that, inshallah, is motivation enough for the staff. Ponty spoke about a dedicated, a committed team, a small team, but that, I think, is going to be motivation enough for us, inshallah, as we head into 2026.
Absolutely. And the thing is, we always go back to see the why, the purpose. And I think purpose guides us in everything I do. Our Nia guides us to serve humanity, to up in our ways to help uplift humanity, to be that platform, to be that voice of the voiceless, of the marginalized. And I think every team member shares that same vision, shares that same mindset, and we all aligned in that way. So we remain committed to what we do. And I think it we don't keep offers hours. As we say in the media, you don't keep offers hours. And I think none was so true than this year, when we got word that there was a plane grounded on the tarmac, and it was Palestinians who had come along under very mysterious, dubious circumstances. And I think we were the first media houses, as soon as we learned that there is a situation, um, everybody left everything. And when they little did they realize that they're only going to get to bed at 1 a.m. Friday morning. And that is the commitment on the staff, being the first day, being the last to leave once every passenger, along with all the aid organizations left, did the team at Salam Media leave. So 2026 is no different. We will be there both locally, internationally, globally, wherever support is needed, wherever there is a platform needs to be provided. I think Salam Media will be there, and in doing so, um, as you say, we earn the respect of global players, including the Francesca Albanese's of the world, the Abir Ziads, Masira Salujis. We had, even since 2023, we had Dr. Metz Gilbert. So, and also all our correspondents have come to appreciate and acknowledge that Salam Media is the place for platform if something needs to be aired. If And also, I think we must remember, even recently we've supported families who were uh, who had fraudulent transactions with the travel agents that was being scammed there as well. So we provide a platform for those also that have found themselves in very difficult financial situations, have been taken for the proverbial ride as well. So it's everything that you need to support a community. As a community radio station, we're there for the community globally. And I
Well,
think 2026 is going to be no different, in that we motivated and we ready to gear up, and let's see what 2026 holds for us in the whole Salam Media community.
Well, inshallah, certainly, and also I think Ponty just finally from you, and Appa mentioned about the global players in this as well, and one cannot lose sight that even Alhamdulillah, yeah, we talk of mainstream media in South Africa giving recognition to the type of work we're doing, but also the likes of Al Jazeera, global players. We've seen it with the Bilal Khalid tour as well, where they partnered with us during that tour as well. So, Alhamdulillah, in all humility, we must just thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this. At the end of the day, this is not our doing, but again, using us as a means, as a tool to basically take this message far and wide of humanitarian journalism. Ponti, just some final words, final thoughts from you.
Yes, and right. No, it's true what Appa says. This year, the recognition from the global players has been it has been immense. I just forgot to mention that we've also produced a documentary which has been okay, which has been shared with Al Jazeera. Hopefully, this is going to be published in the next year, in the first half of the year, inshallah, where we spoke to members of the Jewish for Free Palestine, who have been marginalized and ostracized, whose opportunities have been closed on them because simply because they stand for Palestine. So like everyone to look forward to that documentary. 26 it's just going to be we're just going to be busy, starting off in Jan with the Afia Siddiqui awareness campaign, um, uh, on the 20th of January. Sister Fozia, her sister, will be coming to South Africa together with her lawyer, Clive Stafford Smith. So they will be touring South Africa just to inform us, to update us on the case that of Dr. Afia Siddiqui. We do know that she has been incarcerated in the U.S. prisons. So we look forward to that as well. That just to show that it's just going to be a busy year. There's some community stakeholder projects where we'll also be partnering with government. I know that in Feb there's a program where we have partnered with government, and we are going to be upskilling the few unemployed youth with photography and media skills. So that's one of the projects that's going to be happening in Feb, and hopefully towards the June July we'll be hosting our gala dinner, to mark our 10th year anniversary. So that's some
Yes.
of the things that we should look forward to. Yeah.
Well, certainly a lot to look forward to. Alhamdulillah, I believe, Appa Mariam's Wi-Fi is not stable, so unfortunately she's had to leave us, but we thank her. We say Jazakallah for that. And Ponti as well, to you as well, to Shamshir as well, for your leadership, for your guidance as well. Without leadership, obviously one cannot achieve. And I'm sure I will convey this message on behalf of all the sub members here at Salaamedia for providing the leadership and for bringing Salaamedia to where it is at this point in time. And inshallah, looking forward to bigger and better things in 2026. You've highlighted some of the initiatives, but I'm sure next year is going to be quite a big year. But once again, Jazakallah once again, Ponti. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, Ponti Moletsane, our COO, and also early on, Appa Mariam, we are just providing some sort of a context and a wrap up into Salam Media 2025. Just remember, next year is going to be a milestone. It's going to be 10 years of Salam Media. So we've got a lot of things, inshallah, planned into the new year, starting in January, as Ponti mentioned, the Appa Siddiqui campaign, but also we know Ramadan will be coming quite early in the year as well. So we over and above our normal programming. Obviously, we switch into spiritual mode, Ramadan, the Hajj broadcast, which is another highlight on the Salam Media calendar. And this time around, we are definitely following it with interest because this is the first time South Africans would be experiencing Hajj with the new system, with the Nusuk system. So that is going to be quite interesting as well. So, but for now, I'm going to take leave of you and being the blessed day of Jummah once again. we remind our listeners, our viewers, that it is an opportunity for us to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to enjoy His mercy, to enjoy His blessings as well. Let us not forget abundant durood on our beloved Master Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Surah Kahf. And as Maulana Banka had earlier alluded to as well, with the Jummah Nasiha and looking at December and the holiday season in a halal way. So let us take note of what the ulama say as well, and let us just not go overboard where we start flouting the Sharia and engage in activities that are not according to Islam. So from myself and the team at Salam Media, I'll be taking a break as well, but we certainly will continue with programming. There will be some new voices that you will be listening to while the majority of the staff members at Salam Media enjoy a well-earned holiday break. So for myself, please be safe. Please take care of yourself. Allah protect you. Allah guide you. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are going, at the end of the day, our du'as are with you, and please remember us in your du'as. So from myself in the team at Salam Media, until we meet in January, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.